Well, hey Capricorns, how about a reading from your metal dog? We're doing readings about what you are healing. I am getting over a cold here, so I have a slightly funny voice. At least it sounds a little quacky in my ears. So if it bugs you, come back next time. And if I have a coughing fit, I will simply quit. But I haven't been coughing until just then. Okay? So we are ignoring a phone call right now. Let's see. Let me tell you this. I'm a little rusty because of this cold. So the questions we're going to ask. First of all, what are you healing? What is the nature or element of this? Is it in the cups, in the pentacles, in the swords, in the wands? And I will explain. What is some practical advice for this? What is the dreamy advice? What we're seeing is Saturn has moved into Pisces, so we're looking at that practical Saturn side, and then that Piscean dreamy, watery flow. And then what's hidden from you that the tarot wants you to know. And finally, how will you embody this healing in the future? So we're going to ask these questions. We'll begin with an overall question about what you are healing from the Mystic Monday Tarot. Let's see what's going on with my Capricorn friends. I have so many beloved Capricorns in my life. Okay, you are healing your Emperor, your Alpha, your I know who I am, I know what I want, I'm the leader of my kingdom. Very much that idea that you need to be the leader of your own life is what's coming in right away. You can see this guy. I love how he's got it's like a bear's suit that he's wearing around. It's in the claws of the bear. There he is, the two pyramids in the back. He's on his throne. This is an Aries energy. It can be very much about your body, your image in that regard. And let's see what's going on in Aries, actually. I have some notes here. I know that we have Chiron, Wounded Healer, in Aries, as well as Jupiter and Venus have been hanging out together in Aries. So there's a lot happening, and Jupiter is that kind of healing energy that we've been wanting to look at over there. So very much about your sense of self that you are healing here, Capricorn. Let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what's going on beneath the surface, and the very card representing that, the moon. So this is the card of Pisces. So this is the sun is currently in Pisces as I do this reading. We have Saturn over there, and it's going to be there for several years. It'll pop back into your sign, Capricorn. So you've had plenty of structural support from Saturn for a few years here. And now it's leaving Capricorn very gradually and going into Pisces. So I gather that this may be affecting your sense of self here. And so as you adjust, make this transition, you may feel this to be significant because we have that earthy taskmaster leaving Capricorn. I think of you guys as really hardworking people who are comfortable with that Saturn energy. And I think of you as super sweet people. And I don't know, why do I have so many Capricorn friends? I like to joke around a lot. You do have a good sense of humor. You're just very serious, right, Capricorn? And sweet. That's what I always think. All right. So the Wise Dog Tarot wants to talk to you. Let's see what the Wise Dog Tarot says. Is the nature or the element of your healing process. Oh, yes, it's about you, the devil. Here's your card. A little chihuahua standing on a pile of bones, and little ghost dogs here as well. You can see. So this is great because this is your card, right? And you're not afraid of the devil because that's the card that stands in for Capricorn in the deck. So it can be very much this Emperor going into Pisces, this feeling of transformation. And I get this vibe of like a little bit of that little dog feeling where you feel defensive, protecting your stake, whatever you've earned recently through all of your hard work. So that is the nature of your healing. Now, the devil can also represent a process of healing your codependence, some sort of addiction, thoughts that disempower you. And I guess I'm curious about you Capricorns. Why is it that the devil that represents that is your card? And does this connect to how serious and hardworking you can be? That you're, and sweet, very humble. Like a friend of mine said, oh, everybody hates Capricorns. So there's that. Whereas Scorpio, we're very vain about ourselves astrologically, right? Because we're the sexy sign. So I don't know what it feels like to not have a sign that people just are like, wow, you're that. Anyhow, so that's what we're healing. We will clarify and find out more about what's going on there. I can just feel a little tickle there. So let's see what Saturn got for you. What's the practical advice as you go on this healing process? And you get a 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is usually about lots of ideas, lots of willpower. We see 5 dogs, 5 wands, 5 ideas. You can have competition, chaos, a creative process. What I see is actually like a very constructive process here. I see people listening to one another. They're holding strong and steady, and they have integrity in the process. I love a 5 of Wands. It is non-hierarchical. It is about working with the ideas and the strong willpowers of other people who are your equals. And so I think that is really good practical advice in this situation. So there's a lot of input for you, Capricorn, on this process of dealing with who you are. And it looks like it's a moon journey. It looks like it's dealing with things that disempower you. So there might be some people who have really good insights from their own Emperor moon journey that they've already gone on. Or that there are other people who are going through this with you. Certainly other Capricorns are. What is your dream? How do you get into the flow? Oh, beautiful. The dreamiest card of all, the Star. So the Star is a card of wish fulfillment. It's a card of healing. We are talking about a healing process. But this is also telling you that you can expect and depend on divine support as you go through this healing process. Very beautiful. Yeah, I want to show you that again. You can see that big wintry bare tree out there. We can see that the Star has moved. So although we're talking about planets moving into constellations, it does make me think about the Saturn shift into Pisces out of Capricorn. And there might be a feeling that you have about that leave taking from your sphere. I think it's basically telling you, though, that this is going to be positive, have a positive effect, because this is a card of wish fulfillment, of healing. And though you may feel wistful towards that time when you had the support of Saturn in Capricorn, you can trust the divine. You can trust that the universe has your best interest at heart. All right, what is hidden from you that the tarot wants you to know? Beautiful. A 9 of Pentacles. This is you on your own. You're creating your own beautiful home. This is about your abundance and your security and being able to be the sovereign of your own kingdom. This is about a transformative self-sovereignty. The bird here, the bird of prey, is blinded. I forget what this is called. But their eyes are covered, and this represents that you look to your internal truth. Birds often represent the truth, and so although this is a card of Earth and Pentacles and the practical 3D world, it's also telling you that you are good on your own. I don't know why the tarot wants you to know that. You might know that. You might need to know that. And certainly we can see the Emperor is very comfortably sovereign, and that maybe you're not feeling that comfortable right now, right? So you need to know that you are, A, you have the star, you're divinely supported, and B, the tarot says you have this, Capricorn. You can do this. And it doesn't mean that you have to be single. It just means that you in and of yourself are sovereign over your own kingdom, and that you're capable, very, very capable, and that you can look to your wisdom, your experience, and your insight. So how will you embody this in the future? You will embody this in the future. Ace of Swords. There will be truth. You will represent truth. So if we shift from this yippy, insecure, little tough guy to this chill, truth-bearing guy under the sun. And to me, this presence of the sun, also of this poppy, which this artist uses. I often use decks by this artist, M.J. Kulinon. And so the sun and the poppy are symbols that in the tarot and in her decks represent the heart, authenticity. So we see a very nice Ace of Swords. That's actually might not be a poppy. It looks kind of like a gazania or gaillardia daisy. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to gardening. These are very wintry colors here. So I see like this wintry, austere time that we're in. Oh, here's her poppies. So you can see this is your practical advice. There's all that. The poppies are in this deck seeming to come in as wands and represent fire, willpower, passion, the body. Okay. What's going on the bottom of this? Underlying energies. Oh, yeah, this is such a combination of the practical. Woo! Oh my goodness. You got a lot going on under here, Capricorn. I love it. Let's see. Pardon my little runny nose. Let's see. So you have an Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning, new home, new job, something real. It doesn't have to be those things, but it's a real 3D beginning. You can see the optimism on that dog's face. You also get the Lovers here. So this can be literally about a lover, your divine counterpart on all levels, heart, mind, body, soul. But it can also mean a decision. There's the moon. This is the dark journey that you might need to embark on in order to come to this sunny, authentic, out in the open self. You can see the dove is lifting up. This is really fantastic. Lovers. The dove is flying up, taking the heart with it. This again makes me think of some of what comes forward in this. You embodying this in the future. We have the heart. We have the sort of moving from this moon to the sun. And here we see the sun in the future. And it's also very much about ascension here with the dove. So there's a choice possibly that you have to make here. What is coming in? The Queen of Wands. This is, I feel like, Capricorn, that I've been getting all of this reading after reading after reading. This reminder that you Capricorns, you need to see that you are sexy as hell. And you are the queen of your life. We have the self-sovereignty of the Nine of Pentacles, which is very much about being the leader of your own life. But this Queen of Wands, this dog here, she is the queen of the law of attraction. That means she's one of the manifestors in the tarot. And you get the other manifestor here as well, the Magician. The Magician says you have all of the tools to manifest the world that you want to live in. So there's something really, really powerful here about this journey of becoming the leader of your own life, knowing who you are. You're on a practical level, you're being advised to listen to the good counsel of other people who have gone through this, or other beings. The Five of Wands, it can feel uncomfortable in the Five of Wands, but it also is very creative and constructive, if everybody's cool with nobody being in charge. So your sovereignty is just over yourself. It doesn't require you to rule others. When I look at that, now the Emperor is very much about controlling others, so that could be a problem that you need to heal by looking inward. You're divinely supported. We talked about what's happening astrologically out there. The tarot wants you to know you are the perfect sovereign of yourself, that your insight lies within. You're able to provide for yourself. In the future, we see you very comfortable in your skin, bearing the truth in this very kind of casual, friendly way. And I see on the tip of this sword the wreath. It makes me think of victory, of the laurels. For some reason, it could also represent like a wreath that you would hang on your door, but for me it's coming in as like victory. You have the truth in the future. You're comfortable in your skin. You've moved into being comfortable in your skin, and that would be the healing effect of Jupiter, of like facing Chiron over there in Aries. Why did I say Aries? Because we have the Emperor card of Aries here. And also then we're seeing the effect of Pisces. This is the card of Pisces. So we want to look there. You can look there in your chart. And there are ways of doing your own chart if you're interested in going that deep. I use free natal chart to look at them. But you can just see what's in Aries in your chart, what's in Pisces, what's happening in Capricorn for you. If you want to kind of supplement this. Okay, let's clarify your reading. I'm not sure what deck I want to use. You know what told me I wanted to use? The Dark Tarot said, let's talk. I want to talk to Capricorn, and I'm going to listen. It's an interesting deck. It'll give us some interesting additional meanings here. So let's see. We're going to clarify. What is the nature of this process of healing? You're literally healing your sense of self, your security in and of yourself. It's like, because we see you in the future holding that Ace of Swords, very comfortable in your skin. It's like knowing the truth of yourself, which is definitely something that happens in a moon journey. That you go into your darkest, most unexplored places. And I fancy that Capricorn, with the devil as your card, you, like Scorpio, do not fear that work, the work of exploring your darkness. So let's find out. What does the Dark Tarot say? We get, with the Dark Tarot, a 9 of Wands. So there is some exhaustion coming in here, that you have been struggling for a long time with willpower and you're exhausted. So this kind of goes to some of the ways that the Devil card represents codependence, addiction, difficult messages, stories that trouble you and haunt you and limit you and exhaust you. Then we get the 8 of Pentacles. So yes, you have some work to do, Capricorn. You're not afraid of work. This is earth energy. That is your element, earth. And so you're tired. I think you're tired of what your mind is doing to you, or some kind of habit. There's a habit that you have that you've struggled with that has exhausted you, and you have some work to do to heal it. And then we see another card of wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Again, you in and of yourself able to meet and fulfill your emotional needs, much like the 9 of Pentacles here. These are both 9s of singular, self-sovereign capacity to do this work. Fantastic. Okay, so your practical advice. This is 5 of Wands. Let's find out more. What is going on? What else? All right. Ooh, Temperance. So there is some waiting, some alchemizing. I don't think you mind that, Capricorn. I think you have a lot of patience, a lot more than Scorpio. So yeah, Temperance is often, again, more evidence of divine support, but like measuring your feelings as you enter into these conversations and competitions, this creative process here that you're being encouraged to participate in. We have my favorite card, the queer card of the tarot, Page of Wands here, the Knave of Wands. This is an outside perspective. It's very clear to me that you're in a conversation with other people who are giving you input. And so the queer card, the Knave of Wands, by queer, it could mean gay, but I just mean somebody that is outside of social norms, could be from a different culture, different place, different generation. Pages are young energies, but they don't have to be young in age. They could be young at heart. So this voice is giving you input, and you're doing this. You're being very patient in this scene, which could be difficult. This 5 of Wands, and then we see the Knave of Pentacles, another young energy. Could be kids in your life. This is a Page of Pentacles. This is like just very real, very grounded offer. It's the energy of the Ace of Pentacles that we see coming in here. There's much of value to take into account here. We do see that you're able to ultimately look to your own counsel, but the cards also say, listen to your friends, listen to the other ideas around you, and while you do, practice temperance, patience, feel how you feel. It's really, really good advice. Okay, so your dream of healing, how to get into the flow as you go through this process of healing, very powerfully, divinely supported. What else is going on here with this? The dream and flow of this healing process. This tells me your wish will be fulfilled. So we have a King of Cups, which is not like a very comfortable looking card, but it is a card about a king who is very good at listening, is very wise about his or their feelings, and does not speak openly about their feelings, but is very emotionally mature. I don't know why these kings in this deck, they're all monsters grabbing these women. So what is, I guess I'm wondering, like, makes me think of your card, the Devil, right? Like, what I think, and this happens to me sometimes, is just comes in, so I'll share it, take or leave. But as you look at yourself, as you know how you feel, it's as if you can feel like a monster. Like you feel like this monster, you're in a relationship with this fragile person. You might be a little afraid of yourself, and that this is exactly what you want to heal. So you contain this, right? You don't speak of it. You don't speak from it. It causes you to be quiet, seem aloof. What else? The world. So this needs to end, right? You want this to end. You want to be your true self here, right? We see you as your true self in the future. This is very much about you completely buying into who you are, knowing who you are, healing who you are, doing the work, listening to others, and here putting an end to this. I think it's like a story that's full of shame. This is this other meaning of the devil, like you have a story that you're a monster. And what is that about for you? It could be, it's not true, right? We want you to be yourself. And then more action, more communication, and 8 of Wands here. Oh, I love this. Look at her. She's literally turning into a werewolf. That is so cool, right? You're afraid of the monster. This says embrace who you are, you know, and for all of the monsters out there, there is somebody to love them, but the number one person who needs to love you, Capricorn, is you. So, yes, the werewolf. Double down, love your werewolf, okay? All right, now, we get this advice, 9 of Pentacles, excuse me. 9 of Pentacles. This is what the tarot wants you to know. You have the capacity for self-sovereignty and to meet all of your needs. That's said here multiple ways. You get the Queen of Wands and the Magician above, emphasizing that. Remember, we have the Lovers at the top. And so then I'm looking at, on one side is this small, beginning, 3D thing. Ace of Pentacles. Very earthy, real, your element. And then on the other side, you have magic. We have the manifestors, right? And that this sort of choice between practicality and focusing on that, and really a leap of faith that is about knowing you have all the tools that you need to make the world that you want to live in, right? Here we see you with 9 Pentacles. So that's another interesting piece coming in here. What else? The Chariot. There is some momentum. This is your cardinal sister Cancer's card. Got lots of major arcana in this reading. So the Chariot is this energy, like embrace who you are, embrace the monster, embrace your werewolf, love who you are, and go forth with that. So the Chariot is kind of set in relationship with the Strength card. The Chariot's all about your animal nature and going with it. It's all this Wands, fire energy that we see with the Page of Wands and the 5 of Wands here. It's your willpower, it's your body, it's Aries, fire, Martian energy. That's what I think of, fire, the Chariot. And then I'm trying to think, Cancer, though, is a water sign. It's a cardinal energy. I often actually just tell myself, you need to understand more how Cancer and the Chariot relate, because Cancer is so feminine and gentle, and the Chariot feels like your animal nature. Strength is the feminine coming in and calming that animal nature, giving you some self-control. But this says, unleash who you are. What else? Queen of Swords. There's some clarity to be had here. This is if you need to break up with somebody, this is your card. The Queen of Breakups, of divorce. But basically what she does is she gets clear. And then she acts decisively based on that clarity. So wherever you need to be sovereign in your life, there's lots of power here with the Chariot and the Queen of Swords. It's a combination of energy and momentum. Getting out of, there's no stagnant energy here at all, actually, Capricorn. And then you have clarity to act with wisdom. And finally, what do we have here? Oh, the Hanged Man. Wow. You have a new perspective as well. This is actually a very stuck energy. It's the energy of staying in a position, hanging upside down until you see things from a new perspective. And to me, what's clear, what your work is very often the work that I see everybody needs to do, which is you need to know your power and you need to see yourself from a new perspective. The tarot says you need to know you are sovereign of your own life. You're capable of meeting your own needs. And that's really, really great. Very potentially transformative advice. And then it's supported by all of this power. Major Arcana, Queen of Swords. 2 of Cups on the bottom there. Just happened to see that. So if this is relationship advice, you know what to do. You're going to have the clarity to know what to do in your relationship. Okay, so we see you in the future embodying this healing this way. You have the truth. It seems to be the truth of who you are under the sun. It's a heart truth. Swords are your mind. What else? Ace of Cups, a new love, divine love, self-love. Beautiful. Three of Swords. There is some heartbreak here in the future. There is a conflict between your mind and your heart in the Three of Swords. It can be a bit obsessive. Let me pull one more card and see what this is about. The Emperor. Okay, remember, this is this is what you're healing. Okay, it's the same guy. Being the leader of your life. There's that sword of truth that we see this dog holding here, and as you embody this future, your healing in the future. Ace of Cups, Three of Swords, Emperor. There is clearly Ace of Cups, Three of Swords, Emperor. Very clearly, this is about you loving you, healing yourself, your sense of self, your sense of self-worth. There's some pain here. There's like a conflict between your mental concept of yourself and what your heart actually has in it to offer, which is a lot. When you have that truth, we see you fully in yourself. This is a very positive Emperor. Chiron in Aries is so clearly in this reading, and Chiron is the centaur figure, the wounded healer. He has a wound that he can never heal, but as a result of that wound, he's able to heal others. And so there's something about that in this reading here. But because we have Jupiter moving, it's going to take a year for Jupiter to move through Aries. Jupiter will cross paths with Chiron, and in this process, Jupiter can expand the power of Chiron to heal all of us. And I think that's especially here for you, Capricorn. This may be a long, slow process. When you see the moon journey, when you see all this major arcana on the table, it suggests this is a big healing that you're going through. And the cards want you to know you have what it takes. Yes, one more young energy, another knave, the Knave of Swords. Keep an open mind. I'll let you look at, she has a little goblin on her shoulder who's probably giving her some insight. So, Knave of Swords, keep an open mind. Working on your mind. This is clear on your concept of self. This is what you are healing. So, Capricorn, very exciting message for you. Do let me know what happens on this journey. Have a beautiful day.